And a welcome back, as I didn't update the scoreboard, folks. I apologize. Slacking. Should reset any second. There we go. 54-24 was the JV boys score. We're here for BPC and West Prairie JV girls basketball now. This game being brought to you in the post-game show at JoJo's Gaming Parlor. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell. Cheer the Spartans on to victory. We will do the national anthem. So we'll let you folks hear that at home. So that was the national anthem for the two games tonight. I don't believe we'll do a starting lineups for the two teams. Save that for tomorrow. I believe we'll play 6-minute quarters. Both benches pretty short. Both teams have one sub in this contest. Donna Giles, good to see you, ma'am. And Abby Nelson is going to try and get a layup right off the bat, and she will on a tip from Madison McGrew. And Abby Nelson gets BPC on the scoreboard quickly here, 2-0. It is Madison McGrew, Callie Kramer, a three on the way, no good. Presley Brandt, Abby Nelson, and Sierra Shannon on the floor for the Spartans. Three on the way by McGrew is good. Madison McGrew gets a three, and BPC up 5-0. On the floor for the Cyclones, there's a shot by number 21, Jersey Brown. Also out there, number 13, Lindsey Dunn. There's a shot. It was by number 21, Jersey Brown as well. On the drive and the shot up over the basket, Belle Petty. Also out there, number 32 is Paige Kitch. And number 13 is Lindsey Dunn. We mentioned her already. And a shot on the way by Petty. The other player out there is Madison Richmond, number 14. Kramer is going to give it to McGrew. She's picked up by Jersey Brown. Abby Nelson with it now, 4:40 remaining in the first quarter. Presley Brandt gives it to Sierra Shannon. She'll put up a long two. It's long. Picked up by Abby Nelson. Madison McGrew with it now. Sierra Shannon's going to try a three. That one's a little short. That's a good call. Went off Callie Kramer out of bounds. Cyclone basketball. 4:23 remaining in the first quarter. Jersey Brown will bring it up the floor for the Cyclones. Give it to Petty. Petty for three, right wing, no good. Presley Brandt with the rebound. She gets it to Callie Kramer. Go back the other way now for the Spartans. Kramer's going to have it stripped away, and then she's going to foul, I think. It is going to be on the Spartans, Callie Kramer.
Callie Kramer, number 22, picks up the Spartans foul. Her first, team first.
Her first, team's first. 4:04 to go. Again, we're playing 6-minute quarters here for this JV girls game. Inbounded by Kitch to Jersey Brown to walk it up the floor again for the Cyclones. She's going to go, well, was trying to get it done. It's taken away by Abby Nelson. She's going to try the left-handed layup, and she's going to get fouled by Jersey Brown. Probably not a bad foul there if you're the Cyclones. You're down 5-0. Jersey Brown's going to pick up her first foul to be the team's first. Abby Nelson opened the game with a layup. You don't want her to get another easy one, so make her earn it from the free throw line. Abby Nelson shooting the first free throws of the contest. First one is up and off, no good. Want to come on here and do the game with me? Go get you a chair. Okay. Coach. Yeah, go get some popcorn too. You're fine. You steal it from Kenny. Second one is good for Abby Nelson. Daisy Crow checked into the ball game for BPC. Coach Snyder is going to go get some popcorn, and he's going to come join us on the broadcast. I think, oh, there's a block by Madison McGrew on Petty. Now Dunn has it back to Petty again. She'll try another three. That one's off the rim, no good. Rebound down low by Richmond. Now Daisy Crow with the steal. She'll give it to Presley Brandt. Now to Madison McGrew. And it'll go back the other way. 3:25 to go. Abby Nelson, a long two, is off, no good. Callie Kramer gets the rebound. She puts the shot up and in. Two for Callie Kramer. A full timeout for the Cyclones. It's 8-0. We'll take a break here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
Welcome back to Bushland Prairie City High School. 3:16 to go in the first quarter. 8-0. BPC with the lead over West Prairie. Jersey Brown going to bring it back up again for the Cyclones. Cyclones have not made a substitution yet. Three on the way by Petty is off, no good. Daisy Crow is going to tip it out of bounds, as her and Richmond were battling for it down low. Sierra Shannon is going to check in, replacing Presley Brandt. Kitch inbounds it to Dunn. Dunn now going to kick it out to Petty, who tracks it down after a tipped across the half-court stripe. And now Callie Kramer is going to pick up her second foul. Presley Brandt checking back in, replacing Callie Kramer. And it will be the media timeout. So we'll take a break as well and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH right after this.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
Welcome back to Bushland Prairie City High School. You can see the cheerleaders and cheering section here for the girls' JV contest. This game being brought to you by Raritan State Bank. Located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell. They offer full-service banking and loan services. For all of your banking needs, come visit the Bank of Friendly Service or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans and Cyclones. Raritan State Bank is an equal housing lender and a member FDIC. And Hensley Grain in rural Bushnell has a long family history of taking an active role in the Bushnell Prairie City School District, especially Spartan athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in 2021, and enjoy your winter athletic campaign. 2:50 to go, and Jersey Brown to Petty again for a three. That one's off again, no good. Daisy Crow with the rebound. She'll give it to Madison McGrew, and back the other way it goes. Daisy Crow, she'll try the three. It's off the front of the rim, and it goes out of bounds.
Cyclone basketball.
2:34 remaining in the first quarter. 8-0, BPC with the lead. And Jersey Brown has it knocked away by Abby Nelson. Now Daisy Crow's going to come and steal it away from Kitch and go back the other way with it. She's going to do the pull-up jumper, off no good. Gets her own rebound, and it's stripped away by Kitch. Now Dunn with it. She goes down to Richmond, and Daisy Crow comes up with another steal. Madison McGrew now back the other way. 2 minutes remaining. She's cut off by Jersey Brown on the other side. Abby Nelson now has it stripped away by Kitch. 3 on the way by Crow, gets nothing, but it's down there as McGrew to get it. Now Crow comes up with it again. Now Brandt over to Sierra Shannon and to Daisy Crow. To Brandt, and her pass is tipped by Jersey Brown out of bounds. Possession of BPC with 1:36 remaining. Into Crow. Crow gives it to Madison McGrew. Sierra Shannon with it, 1:20 remaining in the first quarter. Abby Nelson now drives the baseline. Throws it off the back of the backboard, trying to do a reverse layup, and Dunn comes down with it. Now Jersey Brown drives, goes out to Petty. Petty dribbles. It's knocked away. Nelson comes up with it, tipped away again. Now Kitch has it. She's blocked by Madison McGrew. And then Crow gets it. A little chaotic here, to say the least. Now to Sierra Shannon, and she's going to be fouled by Lindsey Dunn. It'll be Lindsey Dunn's first, team second.
Cyclones up 13. Lindsey Dunn, her first, team second.
Popcorn and Dr. Pepper. We'll mute you when you decide you want to eat. How about that? Now a jump ball is going to be called as Richmond and Presley Brandt get tied up. Jump ball goes to West Prairie. Pretty good JV contest for your kids.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed with how they came out. Again, they haven't played in a week. I guess they played, last Tuesday at Farmington. But before that, they had, I think Coach Martin and I looked, they had like literally a month of no games. So to see how they turned around from Farmington to play tonight was good for them.
And a travel, the shot would not have counted had it went in. Travel was called on Richmond. 16.9 seconds to go. A little different setup here for these two, for this 2 nights of basketball. A little different getting to play varsity and JV and JV. It's done a lot in Iowa, but not a whole lot here in Illinois. And there's a steal by Dunn and a push by Sierra Shannon, and Shannon's going to pick up the foul for BPC. It'll be her first. from a coaching perspective, do you like this girls and guys playing on the same time at the same night? It gets more people in the gym, maybe.
Yeah, it's an added wrinkle. It's nice to have sometimes. I don't know if I prefer to have it. I'll let you finish up here.
That's the end of the first quarter of play. Score is 8-0. 3 fouls for BPC and 2 for the Cyclones. But we'll go back to what you were talking about there, Coach. It's definitely different, obviously.
Yeah, and so I've told people when I was out in North Carolina coaching, we had 4 games in one night. So we would have JV girls, and then followed by the JV boys, followed by the varsity girls, and then end up with the varsity boys. So we wouldn't, games would start at 4 o'clock, and the boys would not tip off until 8:30, if we're lucky.
Yeah, and I shouldn't say Iowa did the same thing, except they'd play JV girls and varsity boys, or vice versa, JV boys and varsity girls. Then they would play varsity boys and JV girls at the same time at 2 different gyms.
Oh, okay.
Most of the schools seemed like they all had gyms to do that in, and if they didn't, then they'd just play varsity. But so a lot of schools would play 4 games in a night, which, I mean, it's great in one way because everybody's there, but it's got to be hectic for a coach. Late nights for some of the kids too.
Right, and the thing we did out in North Carolina was
nice give and go.
That was pretty. That was pretty.
McGrew got the bucket to fall. She's got 5 points on the night. Kitch looking to shoot, but she can't find anywhere. Petty's not afraid to loft it up there. She misses that one. And then Sierra Shannon's put it right back in the mug of Madison McGrew. Callie Kramer with it now. She gives it to Shannon. Kramer gets the rebound. She throws it up and can't get it to fall. McGrew gets the rebound, and she'll get it to go in. .5:15 remaining in the first half. 3 on the way by Petty. It's off no good. Possession to the Cyclones. Lindsey Powell in the game for the Cyclones. Dunn to Brown, right elbow jumper, off no good. Daisy Crow gets the rebound, and Callie Kramer takes it back the other way with 5 minutes remaining. 1 minute into this quarter here, and I'm not sure who that was going to, as I think she thought it was going to Sierra Shannon, but then Madison McGrew cut right in the lane of, and now Abby Nelson is going to replace Callie Kramer.
Yeah, it looked like she thought she might beat her defender and just quite wasn't there.
So here's Jersey Brown with it. 4:45 left in the first half. Petty has it stolen away by Presley Brand, who got in the passing lane to knock it away. Picks it up and throws it right to Paige Kitch. Now it goes out of bounds off BPC. Callie Kramer going to check back in, replacing Madison McGrew. One sub on the bench is pretty tough to play, pretty tough to coach. You can't keep hardly anybody fresh like that, can you? And then Callie Kramer is going to pick up her 3rd foul as Belle Petty is going to go to the free throw line. And that's 3 fouls on Callie Kramer. And suddenly one sub returns into maybe none if she keeps fouling at that leg.
Yeah, that's that's something that's hard as a coach to try to adjust when you only have 6, especially if you get in foul trouble.
Belle Petty makes the first free throw. It's the first point of the game for the Cyclones. Madison McGrew does replace Callie Kramer, so probably at this point with no other subs on the bench, these 5 are probably going to play most of this unless something happens, wouldn't you imagine, the rest of this half?
Yeah, I would have to agree with you there. I don't know if, unless there's an injury, I don't think that Callie will get back in this half.
Now Sierra Shannon with it after a little scrub. Or scrum, maybe we call it a scrum.
Yeah, it'd be a scrum, I believe.
Yeah. We were playing rugby, right? Kind of looked like rugby with people falling on the floor all over the place. 4 minutes remaining. Daisy Crow, she's not afraid to shoot either. That one hits the rim, but won't go in. Bell Petty with a rebound. Nelson with the steal. She gives it to Sierra Shannon, who gives it to Madison McGrew. And they're going to back it back out. And she tried to get it to Nelson, who's going to lose it out of bounds. 3:45 remaining. Have you ever coached a high school team that only had 6 players on it?
I have not.
It would be pretty tough.
I think it's a good thing that they play zone, because if you're playing a full press man defense, even if a press diamond defense, you'd get winded pretty quick.
Yeah, it's one of the things Coach Swartz talked about in his postgame show the other night, is that he's got the kind of players to play man with. The problem is he doesn't have any subs to give those players a break.
Right.
They've only got like 8 players, I think, and 1 or 2 of them are sophomores. There's Presley Brandt. Bell Petty had her glasses knocked off and no foul, and then she probably had a jump ball and no jump ball call. Jersey Brown's going to drive, and she got hacked by Madison McGrew. Powell with the rebound and the putback. It's off, no good. Daisy Crow's going to rip it away from her, and it's getting a little.
Yeah, it's starting a little more physical, I think.
Yes, it is. We'll have a mask timeout coming here in a couple minutes or a couple seconds, or the next dead ball anyway, but we never know how long that's going to be, do we? Daisy Crow with it now. She'll go to Presley Brandt. She'll go down to Abby Nelson, left corner. Sierra Shannon. 2:30 remaining. Nelson, long 2 is good. Give her 5 points in the game. 2:15 remaining. Bell Petty is going to try another one. That was banked in nearly. Paige Kitch out to Powell. Powell's jumper off, no good. Madison McGrew gets it. It's 14-1. BPC with the lead. She wanted to give it to Sierra Shannon, didn't she? She started.
Sierra wasn't really looking, I don't think.
She almost picked it up to do it and then realized, I better not do that. Backed off of it. Abby Nelson to Presley Brandt, 1:45. Maybe we won't get a mask break. Presley Brandt.
That's pretty good defense by West Prairie.
It is. They play man. We talked about not playing a whole lot of man because there's Abby Nelson now going to get another basket. We talked about not playing man-to-man because you get tired, and they're testing that theory, aren't they?
Yeah.
Jersey Brown to Bell Petty.
Good cut, good pass.
Something you don't see enough of is movement without a basketball, right?
Yeah, you know.
It's the unsung hero of basketball, isn't it?
Defender's not paying attention. You always go to the basket.
Daisy Crow. Sierra Shannon. Nearly gets tied up. Daisy Crow back with it again. Abby Nelson. She'll try a 3 this time. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Done with the rebound. Jersey Brown. I don't think we're going to get that. We're not going to get that timeout
here.
Jersey Brown puts up the shot. It's blocked. Daisy Crow comes down with it. BPC would hold for 1 shot. We wouldn't have to have that mass timeout.
See what Coach Roderfer has him run here.
Don't know that it really matters a whole lot what he says. 30 seconds remaining. Brown's going to go the length of the floor. Nobody beats her down there, and she's going to get the bucket.
All the way, coast to coast.
16-5. I would hope if there is a dead ball now, they won't take the mass timeout, but we'll see. 12 seconds. Sierra Shannon has it knocked away. She gets it back. 5 seconds, and they refuse to call the jump ball. Brandt's shot's off, no good. And that is it. Into the first half, 16-5. And we played 3 straight minutes of basketball there without a dead ball. You don't see that very often in any basketball. We'll take a break here on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH and be back in just a minute.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True Convection Cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True Convection Cooking. Brought to you by Whirlpool.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit, and all the providers and staff are putting the patient first.
We love here in our clinic having kids come in and feel welcome and at home. To have kids who are excited to come in and see us, who we can make the doctor's office be less scary for them. That's what really makes every day worthwhile.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
And welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. Halftime stats here in this one, not a whole lot of stats to talk about, really, I suppose. But for the Cyclones, Bell Petty has 3 points, 1 2-point bucket, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And Jersey Brown has 2 points for their 5 points in the half. For the Spartans, 7 points for Madison McGrew. She has a 3 in the first quarter and a pair of 2s in the second quarter. 2 points for Callie Kramer, but she's got 3 fouls, so she sat most of that second quarter. And then 7 points for Abby Nelson, who has 3 buckets and 1 of 2 from the free throw line here in the first half of play, which actually went till from inside 3 minutes or outside 3 minutes to the end of the quarter without having a single dead ball, which we got Coach Schneider on here with us now. And Coach, I don't know that I've seen any high school game go that long this year without having one of those mass timeouts called.
Yeah, and as a coach, we've had a couple that have gone like past. Sorry about that. First timer. Yeah. We've had a couple that have gone, like a minute or so or a minute and a half past, but nothing over 3.5 minutes. And then as a coach, you get, if there was a stoppage and it's under a minute, it's like, well, let's just keep going with the game here. Right. We don't really need one. Let's just keep going.
At this point, what's the point, right? Yeah, you have to kind of think that's the case. But let's talk a little bit more about your guys' team. Had a good holiday tournament. I don't know if everything was perfect in that tournament, but finished second and probably feel like you could have got a championship out of that tournament.
Yeah, I thought, after the holidays when we came in for a shoot around that Sunday night, Just got up a bunch of shots, and then I told them we were going to do something a little different, so we started going like 5 in, 5 out, just so we get back in the flow of playing a game and haven't been off, because of the holiday. And it seemed to work pretty well for us the first couple games, to come away with victories, and feeling good going into that championship game against Southeastern, especially with Stevens out. And again, we had our opportunities, and they're not a slouch team even without him. So, they're a good ball club, and they played well.
Ramsey Fry's a pretty good ball player, though, too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's he kind of, you can see how successful they're going to be once Stevens comes back, which I think is in a couple weeks, if not next week.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I thought when I watched those. I've seen them play now several times without him. If he's half as good as they say he is,
oh, he's good.
This has to make this down the stretch run for this team. Not playing with him has to make them better, even, doesn't it?
Yes, and that's what you look at as a coach is how I mean they're moving the ball, and it's not like they're not, those kids were not playing or trying to do stuff that they're out of their comfort zone. One guy's going to rebound and he's going to pass, and it's kind of like the Ramsey Fry show, but still everybody was feeding off of him, and he is a good ball player. He's not looking to shoot every time, which is tough.
Yeah, and you get him mixed in with a kid that's 6'7", that can shoot the rock and can play. He's going to dominate most players down low. Even if he can step out, it's going to be a bonus. But he can dominate most players down the post, I would imagine.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So you get him and Ramsey Fry, who can score when they want to, and then if they're willing to give the ball up occasionally, that makes them a really, really tough team to defend.
Yeah. So I mean, if you kind of pick your poison, which one of those two do you want to try to stop? Okay, so if you're going to stop Ramsey, well then Stevens is going to probably go off. If you're going to stop Stevens, well, Ramsey's going to go off, and if you try to stop both, you probably guaranteed a wide open shot for another team.
You got Eli Leisman or one of those other kids that still shot the ball relatively well.
Right, and it seems like every game that we've played, we've seemed to get every team's best, which is good. You want to make sure that they beat you on their best, and that's what we've seemed to be getting every game this year. Again, we've had our struggles, but we've also played really well in a couple games.
Now, when you go back and you look at those first 5 games of the season during the Spartan Tip-Off Classic, I know you didn't come in expecting to be 0-5 at the end of that tournament. But looking back, if this team was playing now, do you think some things would have been different in that tournament?
Yeah, again.
Of course, everybody else gets better too.
Right, you can't take anything away from the other 5 teams that are in there. But, maybe we get a couple more breaks, make a couple more shots, and the ball bounces our way a little bit better.
The second half getting ready to start. Coach Martin is leaving after his team got the W in the first game.
He's got an early morning. Gets up at 2 o'clock to go to work at 3. So he's got
to go to work early so he can come coach, right?
That's right.
That's what you call dedication. Jersey Brown for 3. Sierra Shannon with the rebound as we're underway here in the third quarter.
Seems like Callie Kramer's back in the game. 3 fouls, correct?
That is correct. Presley Brandt nearly has it taken away by Richmond. Madison Richmond is number 14. Callie Kramer's going to drive, and she's going to draw a foul this time. Not sure if it's going to be on Petty or Kitch, or could even be on Dunn. We'll see who they call it on. And it looked at Dunn, so I think it was going to be on Dunn.
13, Lindsay Dunn picks up the West Prairie foul. Her second,
Yep.
first.
That's her second, team's first, and Callie Kramer misses the first of 2 free throws. Pretty inexperienced team for this JV girls team, especially as she misses them both. And I know that Coach Rotifer has been working on fundamentals. As a coach, when you have a team that needs to really focus on fundamentals at the high school level, it's got to be tough to try to find that line as Dunn puts up the 2. It's off, no good. Find a line of okay, I have to teach fundamentals because I have to get the ball down the floor and I have to be able to get a shot, but then I have to be able to run a play when I get there, right?
Oh, good give and go.
That was great give and go. Madison McGrew gets
Yeah,
the 2.
you're absolutely right. I mean, it's well, I can't just sit here and diagram plays when we might not be able to get the ball across half court. So as a coach, you gotta find that fine line between how much fundamental drills we want to do in practice.
Kelly Kramer for 3 is off no good. Done with the rebound for the Cyclones. I was talking to Coach Roedifer. I said, I think if I was, I heard some people telling me, oh, they need to be in better shape. I told him, I said, if I was going to do any kind of conditioning, everything they did would have a basketball in their hand.
Right, and I think that the girls have done that. I think he's got them doing that in practice, even Coach Schwartz.
That's a 2 for Jersey Brown.
Coach Schwartz has the varsity girls, for the most part, with the ball in their hand too.
Well, and I wasn't meaning they weren't. You can see these girls getting a lot better. I don't know. You're here all the time, so you see a lot of these games. As long as your team isn't playing somewhere, these girls are getting better every game, aren't they?
Yeah, and that's all you want as a coach is to continue to improve throughout the year.
I believe Paige. Yep, it's going to be Paige Kitch picking up the foul. Her first, team second. Callie Kramer going to get a couple more free throws here. Third quarter action, 4:03 to go in the third quarter, 18-7. First of 2 free throws. You don't see a ball bounce that high that many times without going in, do you?
No, it usually bounce that high. It's not going to hit the rim again. Usually it goes in.
It either goes in or bounces way off. There's the second one, and she nailed that one finally. Clock running, 4 minutes to go as Paige Kitch brings it up for the Cyclones. Not a whole lot of movement here against the. Is this a 1-2-2? I've kind of wondered Abby Nelson drops down so fast. I can't tell if it's a 3-2 or supposed to be a 1-2-2 zone. But there's Belle Petty with the runner. It's off no good. Daisy Crow with the rebound. 3:40 to go. There's a very. I suppose in all actuality, there's not a whole lot of difference between those two.
No, there's not really. It's just alignment and then different responsibilities for each person.
And Madison McGrew is going to throw it away from Daisy Crow out of bounds. When you're playing a 1-2-2, that person at the top picks up a lot earlier, I would suppose, right?
Yeah. When you're in that 1-2-2, they kind of have control of everything that's above the free throw line.
So 3:20 to go. Jersey Brown with it, gives it to Kitch. 3:12 remaining. Into Dunn. Petty, 3, left side of the top of the key. It's off no good. McGrew with the rebound. She's going to outlet it to, nice pass across Kramer to Sierra Shannon. She got fouled like 3 times. They're finally going to call the third one, I think.
Yeah. She stayed with it. That was good.
She did. She'll shoot 2 free throws. I think it's going to be on Dunn again. Mask timeout, but let's see who the foul's on.
This will be under 3 immediate timeout. Cyclone Dunn, sharing the third team, Lindsay Dunn.
It is Lindsay Dunn, her third, team's third. This game is being brought to you by King Family Chiropractic, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, supports Bushnell, Prairie City, and West Prairie Athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To set an appointment, call 309-837-MY-DC. That's 309-837-6932. They also perform DOT CDL physicals for just $85. Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell, for over 100 years, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been serving the local community's needs for personal and business banking as well as home and agricultural lending. Stop by the main branch at 44 East Main Street or the drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. And Webb Family Farms. Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season. And Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief. weekly edition mailed directly to your home every Friday as an option. You can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All this for only $42 per year or $38 per year if you're 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. And little football going on.
Yeah, watching the ESPN, the NFL game here, wild card.
The first of 2 free throws for Sierra Shannon's off, no good. So give us an update. Who's winning?
Right now, the Rams are up 7-0, getting ready to score, but it looks like running back, son, I think it's Sonny Michel, is down at the 1, and he's not going to score. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the half-inch line.
Sierra Shannon's second free throw is short, tipped around by Daisy Crow. Daisy, for never having not really have played basketball for a long, long time, she's got a nose for the basketball.
Yeah, she does. She seems to be kind of everywhere.
Sierra Shannon's going to try a 3. It's off, no good. Madison McGrew with the rebound. Back to Sierra Shannon again. Down to Callie Kramer. Pump fake, shot up.
I think it was blocked, I think.
BPC basketball. Paige Kitch got a hand on it. 19-7. Knocked out of bounds by Dunn. Possession back to BPC. Inbounds plays worked really well for your JV boys team, didn't they?
Yeah, and with them having a long break, Coach Martin put in a couple new wrinkles, and they seem to be working. So trying to get those involved in our varsity team.
Sierra Shannon on the dribble, gives it to Madison McGrew. 2:20 to go in the third quarter. Tipped away, back to Sierra Shannon. Now Callie Kramer. She's going to try and drive the baseline on Paige Kitch. Has it knocked away. And now Brown, I believe, is going to foul Madison McGrew, I think. That is her second foul, team's fourth. Madison McGrew will be shooting 2 free throws now for BPC. First one is good.
Who's that? Lindsay Powell checking back in.
Lindsay Powell is checking back in. That is correct. She replaces young Miss Madison Richmond. Second free throw coming on good. 2 for 2.
I'm looking at the lineups here, and it looks like both of the JV squads here for the girls are pretty young.
Pretty young and pretty small.
Yeah. Ooh, long 3.
It's good by Lindsay Powell. First bucket, or second bucket of the half for the Cyclones. Presley Brandt to Madison McGrew. Callie Kramer. Daisy Crow. Under 2 minutes to go now. Presley Brandt's going to try one. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Madison McGrew has it. She's going to lose it. Tip it to Sierra Shannon. Long 2 is good. Oh, no, they gave her a 3.
Wow, good shot.
I don't think that was a 3. Did you think that was a 3?
I thought she had a foot on the line, but
I thought she had a foot inside the line, to be honest with you, but it's a long ways away, and I'm blind, so. Belle Petty wants the 3. She can't get the fall. Now it's going to be Daisy Crow knocking it off a Powell, apparently out of bounds. Abby Nelson replaces Madison McGrew for the Spartans. I really thought that was going to go the other way.
I did too. I thought that was off Daisy.
1:25 remaining in the third quarter. Now tipped away and out of bounds, but it'll be off of 30-second timeout charged to West Prairie.
I'll say I just got a text message notification from my buddy out in North Carolina, Jimmy. He says he's watching.
All right.
Listening. So
how you doing, Jimmy?
Jimmy, hope everything's good. Hope you had a good Christmas. I know we've talked. You got a whole bunch of Duke stuff, and you've been cheering on your Duke Blue Devils. So thanks for all your support out there in North Carolina, Jimmy. We appreciate it here in Bushnell, Illinois.
That's right. We do. And Duke's not having a bad year, I don't think, are they? I haven't really followed college basketball at all, to be honest with you. But
no, I think Duke.
Are they still trying to score over there?
Yeah, it's 3rd and goal over here. Going to be 4th and goal. They stopped them and tried to do a quarterback sneak.
BPC basketball.
Oh, I think he's going to score. I think they're going to get a touchdown.
Dunn with it on the steal. Paige Kitch for 3. Sierra Shannon was underneath the basket right there, and that's the worst feeling when you're like ready to get a rebound, and then the ball doesn't hit the rim, right?
Yep.
And it just scoots right past the rim, and it goes right by, and you can't. It happens so fast, you can't even react to it.
Right, and as a player, you don't know if you should reach out to try to grab it or just let it go.
That would worked out for them. They let it go. Now Callie Kramer can't hold on to it. It goes out of bounds. I've got 10 points for the Cyclones, and they've only got 9 on the scoreboard. Lindsey Powell was a 3. They gave Lindsey Powell 3, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to leave it at 10. The only way, it was right at halftime, so that's the only thing that we could be different on. Dunn out to Bell Petty for 3. It's off the front of the rim, no good.
Good rebound.
Gets it back to Petty. Brown's going to try through. Man, she got hammered by Sierra Shannon.
Yeah. Wasn't called, though. Sierra's running the floor.
Abby Nelson lost it up, but Dunn gets back in time. A little slow. She saw it, but not quick enough. Brown to Petty. She'll try another 3. That one's off the front of the rim again.
Rebound.
Shannon with the rebound, and 3, 2, 1. She's going to loft a long 3. It's off the back of the rim, no good.
Close.
That's how the third quarter will end. We've got it 24-10. Scoreboard has it 24-9. The only question is, was Lindsey Powell's a 3 or a 2? It sure looked like a 3, and I thought they gave him a 3 signal, but could have been wrong. So we'll take a break here on TSSR Game Time Live. Be back in just a minute.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
And welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. It'll be Spartan basketball to open the final quarter. Abby Nelson will inbound it for BPC to Madison McGrew. 6 minutes remain. BPC played the quarter without a single foul. I turned you down.
That's just good defense right there.
Madison McGrew.
Although I think you and I both agree that there were some fouls missed there.
Jersey Brown's going to pick one up. No, I don't. Yeah, I'm going to. That'll be a team's 6th foul. Callie Kramer checking back in, replaced it. I'm going to say they weren't missed. I'm going to say they weren't called. There is a difference between the terminology there makes that all the difference in the world. They saw them, they just chose not to call them, I think is really what oh, nice save by Callie Kramer and Madison McGrew. Abby Nelson with it now, goes over right side back to Kramer. Daisy Crow for 3 and banks it in.
It's always nice to know that the bank's open at time we got.
Yeah,
8 o'clock at night.
8:09. We'll take it. Bell Petty, 5:22 remaining. She gets it into Dunn. Out to Powell. There's a nice little ran play for the Cyclones, but Dunn can't quite finish. 5:10 remaining.
Yeah, it seemed like Coach Bland over there.
Pretty happy about it. Madison McGrew missed the baseline jumper.
I will say, in watching this game so far, I like all the ball movement. You know, both teams moving the ball, trying to get that open look.
Yeah, they aren't afraid to pass a little bit. Bell Petty is shot a ton. Unfortunately for her, she ain't made very many, but she's got open looks. They've moved the ball around and got her open looks. Daisy Crow for 3. It's off, no good.
Ooh,
Abby Nelson with the rebound, down amongst the trees. Going to get it out to Presley Brandt, and Coach Rotifer is going to take a 30-second timeout. we'll keep it here. And what's your theory on those kind of timeouts in a game like this? I guess it doesn't matter a whole lot, but I watch some games and I see people call timeouts and those, like, as they're falling out of bounds or something like that. I'm like, man, if this game is close down the stretch, you're going to wish you had that timeout.
Right, and as a player, you're trying to you're going in there and calling timeout because you still want to keep the ball, and then as a coach, you're like, oh man, if it was the start of the first quarter and we're 30 seconds in and you're doing it right then, let's try to save that timeout, like you said. Late in the game, even in a game like this where it's 27-9 and you have somebody on the floor calling timeout, it's nice that they're still hustling, and they're still involved in the game instead of, I'm just going to go after that ball and then throw it to somebody just because.
Right. Sierra Shannon gets the inbound. Shots off, no good. Dunn has the rebound, and she's going to outlet it to Brown. 4:20 to go. Both these teams, the score aside, they're both playing hard. Nice give and a cut without the basket, actually. It wasn't a give and go because Brown threw it to her, but Dunn was cut into the basket. Now Madison McGrew is going to go down to Callie Kramer, and they'll set up the offense, will the Spartans. 4:03 to go. Shannon's going to drive baseline. Callie Kramer is going to get fouled. It's going to be on Paige Kitch, her second. Teams up. The Spartans will be in the free throw line the rest of the way. Callie Kramer. Daisy Crow replaces Presley Brandt for the Spartans. Presley Brandt's another kid that's played hard and I think getting better every game too for the Spartans.
Yeah, and like you said earlier, it's the games that I've watched and kind of followed just to see. I'm just biased because I only kind of watch the Bushnell girls, having them in class. Just watching them improve game by game is outstanding as a coach. Steal by Nelson.
And she can't finish the layup, but good defensive play getting in the lane. And now Sierra Shannon, I think, is going to get called for the foul. Yep. Be her second. First foul and a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout charged to the Cyclones. We'll take a break as well and be back on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH right after this.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High Schools. We were just discussing off air all the things that Coach Schneider has hats for. Cleans the gym and keeps the book. And
kind of volunteer to clean the gym.
It's a point of there's Powell for 2 off, no good. It's kind of a point of pride, isn't it, having a clean gym all the time and making sure it's that way when you don't have somebody else to do it for you, isn't it?
Right, and
Callie Kramer gets 2.
When there's somebody's sick or you're not feeling well or has the day off, somebody's got to clean the gym, and I just assume have it be me since I'm in here every day with my classes. So
Richmond tried the 3. Powell Powell has been a hustler and a shooter for this team off the bench.
Yeah, she has come in and done a lot for the West Prairie Cyclones.
Abby Nelson got pushed and lost the ball, but Daisy Crow got it back. Now a jump ball is going to be called to be possession to the Cyclones.
Jump ball to West Prairie.
2:26 remaining, and I don't think they're not going to take the mask break.
It doesn't seem like it. I think both coaches agreed not to take it. So
Presley Brandt checks in and replaces Madison McGrew. 2:23 remaining. Paige Kitch looks down to Dunn. Richmond.
Ooh, a foul.
Oh, they'd rather have the bat. Just let them have the basket. It's going to be on. Daisy Crow picks up the foul, her first, team second. I think that
Bushnell Prairie City is trying to steal the inbounds there.
I think that they should have just let her have the basket.
I agree.
I mean, that seemed only fair to me. Callie Kramer's one of those kids man, she just doesn't quit. She's got a motor, just keeps going, doesn't she?
Right. Oh, good pass underneath.
Dunn had another nice look. Powell tracks down to rebound. Kitch with it now. Back to Dunn. Out to Richmond. She'll try a three. Top of the key. Off. No good. Paige Kitch with the rebound again. Dunn with it. Jersey Brown's going to get a chance to the hoop. And
nice.
She was fouled by Daisy Crow, but no foul call. And she'll get the bucket. Give her a team high 6 points now. Daisy Crow for three. Maybe it was a two. Dunn, doesn't matter, didn't go in, right? Dunn swinging around, finally gets it to Brown with 1:20 to go in the basketball game. And now Abby Nelson, another steal. Dunn might be, she gets a good look across the lane to Kelly Kramer. That was a good look by Abby Nelson. Kramer now has 8 points.
Update in the NFL game, it's 14-0 Rams over the Cardinals.
We appreciate that you're watching us instead of that. For anybody that is. Foul's going to be called on Daisy Crow. Her second, team's third. Be West Prairie basketball out of bounds underneath their own basket. Kitch inbounds it way up top. Richmond was standing there wide open.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like they were running a play.
I think she just missed her.
Dunn to.
Looks like the Kitch family up there in the corner.
Yeah, it might have been. But she went over the top of Kitch and in front of Powell is really where it went. It was one of those kind of like when you're playing football and you throw over the top of the low receiver and in front of the deep receiver,
yep.
Right? Oh, a steal and a steal and a steal and a steal and a foul. It's on Daisy Crow. Her third. Get your money's worth in the last 25 seconds. Richmond, get it. There it is.
And a foul.
Nope, didn't go. She's going to be fouled by Callie Kramer. That'll be Kramer's fourth.
Callie Kramer, number 22, picked up the Spartan foul. Her fourth.
How many are they giving her? 3?
3.
I hope she makes one of these. She got robbed of a bucket earlier
She did.
On a foul called that shouldn't have been called. I mean, judging by everything else that wasn't called, it shouldn't have been called. That's my theory. I'm going with that theory. That's the theory I'm sticking to the rest of this game. That one's in. Get in there. God, man, they've both been real close. They're right there, just off the back of the rim.
A little bit too strong.
Abby Nelson thought it was only 2. She did a good job of boxing out the shooter, though. Try it again here, Abby. Here we go. There it is. Oh, man. Jump ball, possession of BPC. 15.8 seconds to go.
I don't know if that's right. We had the ball start of the fourth quarter, didn't we?
There was another jump ball a little bit ago.
Oh.
But yes, you were correct. Give Madison Richmond the ball. Well, never mind. BPC got it back. Callie Kramer's just going to dribble it out now. No fouls. Devin Raleigh just said no fouls.
Yeah, no fouls. No foul.
That's something you don't see an official do very often.
No.
This game has been brought to you by Rosie's Pizza. Rosie's Pizza offers something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope Adair and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. And also Good Hope Gardens. Good Hope Gardens located at 445 East Main Street in Good Hope. Open April through October for all your fresh produce needs. Join their Facebook page to find out when things become available this spring. Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. And Yetter Farm Equipment, Yetter Farm Equipment with facilities in Colchester and Macomb, Illinois, is an agricultural equipment manufacturer that has been in business since 1930 and is currently hiring. Start a new career with excellent benefits and starting hourly wages of $18 to $24 per hour. For more information, call 309-776-4111 or visit them online at yetterco.com/careers. Post-game show brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game night, check out TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. So real quick, stats, 11 points on 2 of 2 shooting or 2 of 2 free throws as well for the Madison McGrew. 8 points. 2 of 6 free throws for Callie Kramer. And actually, we'll take a break as Coach Rotifer has come up to talk to us. So we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have a word with Coach Rotifer.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
And welcome back to the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell. Cheer the Spartans on to victory. And Coach Schneider has left us. You see him walk across there with the broom and dustpan in hand. And Coach Rotifer has entered the fray. I'm going to put that up closer to your mouth so we can actually hear you talk. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Well,
whatever
Coach,
works for you, man.
What little different atmosphere tonight with the boys and girls JV teams. What did you think of that, first of all?
Oh, you know, it's going to be real nice for our varsity teams tomorrow night, you know, to get to play the boys game and the girls game and have senior night all together and do that thing. And, that's really what it's about, is giving the seniors an opportunity. And so, here we end up tonight with the JV games. And,
in a way,
at least
you weren't left out.
Yeah,
I mean, which in holiday tournaments and all that stuff,
right?
Most of the time you get left out,
right? Yeah, 100%.
Well, you had a pretty good game tonight. You came right out off the bat with Abby Nelson getting a layup, and then Madison McGrew hitting a three, and you and I have talked on several occasions, not on air. This is the first time I think that I've actually gotten to interview you.
It is. I know I've been up here with Kenny a few times, but I forgot the other night when you were here. And
the girls, I think every game are showing improvement, which I think from where you started at the beginning of the year, that's what you have to look for, right?
Yeah, I mean, when I started this job, it was 2 weeks before the season started, a week before the season started, and I was, a week into junior high basketball practice with the boys team. And, I didn't anticipate coaching high school girls basketball this year, but I've really enjoyed it, and I enjoy seeing them get a lot better from day one up until, we play a game tonight. We played 3 really good games last week, and they get better every day, and it's something that's really fun to see.
Well, you just waved at Coach Bland as he walked away. Your fresh soft teams really aren't that different, are they? I mean,
sir.
You see people. He called a couple timeouts late, and people are like, "Man, you're getting beat by 20 with 4 minutes to go or 3 minutes to go. Why are you calling a timeout? You've only scored 8 points or 10 points in a game." But they come out of that timeout, and the rest of the game they run plays. That's what you guys are. Every chance is a coaching moment for you guys, isn't it?
Yes, it is, sir. And you know what? I don't know. I think I've probably called fewer than 5 timeouts in my whole high school coaching career so far. And, I don't know if that's a good thing per se. But
yeah, but you get one at most quarters.
Yeah,
anyway.
And
so it's not like the.
With the mask timeouts and stuff, we get chances to talk to them. I just, save those in the back pocket for clock management if we need to do that at the end of a game or, something like that, other than, jump ball like that we had at the end of the game there, a nice time for a timeout, make sure we get that out of bounds play that, we got a good look. And Callie's getting better at inbounding the ball there. She's still a little less patient than I'd like, but she's a freshman and she's getting used to it.
That's the thing. You're really young and inexperienced on top of that. So you have to you have to keep things in perspective, I think, don't you?
Yeah, all the time. We've only had a lot of these girls have played basketball before, but last year was a completely different situation than any of us were ready for. And I know Callie tore her ACL a couple years ago and missed a year of basketball, and
then she got hurt last year and missed last year
and
too.
Missed a lot of last year too. And Callie's out there driving to the basket, making shots, and she's always getting mad at herself about not making her free throws. And we work on that every single day, and she just got to remember to relax and breathe when she gets that chance.
Well, and, then you have Daisy Crow, who really hasn't played basketball at all. I mean, I think she did when maybe in 3rd grade or whatever.
Yeah, I think she played 1 year.
But that doesn't hardly count at this level.
No.
She's shown some marked improvement, too. I mean, I know probably maybe not shoot as much sometimes and some things like that, but she has showed some drastic improvement, just like I feel like Presley Brent has showed some pretty good improvement as well.
Yeah, Presley and Daisy each do really nice things for us. And, Presley's starting to figure it out on the defensive end of the floor, and that makes it easier to put her out there on the basketball floor. She's not a liability on the defensive end. She holds her own when she's playing her outside position there. She remembers to get in front. And, she'd play some pretty tough defense without fouling, which is, pretty impressive. Callie got herself into foul trouble tonight.
Coach Snyder and I talked about that, is when you only have one sub, foul trouble comes in a hurry, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. You don't have the luxury of pulling them when they get 2. I left her in there. She gets a 3rd one before halftime, but, I can't let everybody else die. You can't, and, she's got to be out there and have the ball in her hands, to do nice things, and she creates opportunities for everybody. And, you just got to keep reminding her to play defense with her feet, keep her hands out of the way, not gamble quite as much. And, she does a really nice job defensively and offensively, and they all have gotten a lot better. And, Coach and I were, the only girl I think we haven't talked about yet is Madison. And Madison, is the one returning player from high school basketball last year. And, she does a really nice job of, early in the year, she was kind of rushed, it looked like, bringing the ball up the floor. And I'm like, Madison, the varsity girls don't even take it from you in practice. these JV girls we're playing are not taking the ball from you unless you give it to them.
Do you think some of her settled down has come from the other players getting a little better?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like in the beginning of the year, she was forced to do everything, and she knew she had to do everything. And now, Callie Kramer's got back in the flow of basketball, so she's bringing the ball up. And Madison now suddenly just looks like a basketball player.
Yeah.
Before she looked like she was forcing everything. Now she looks like a basketball player.
She looks like she finally trusts her teammates, and we've talked about that a lot. It's really fun having these kids in class every day because we get to have more conversations than, we do at practice. And we sit and we talk and, talk about, trusting our teammates that they can play basketball too a little bit. We might not all be Madison, since that's what we're talking about, but we can all do one or two things well that help our team. Have nights like tonight where you come out, you play a game, and I know they're undermanned and we're undermanned, and we're both probably not as good as we'd like to be.
You're not going to play anybody that's more undermanned than you are, though.
Probably not.
But both of you had one sub.
One sub.
I mean, both teams tonight, and that's unheard of. I talked to Coach Snyder. He was up here talking with us, and I said, have you ever coached a high school team with one sub? And he said no.
Yeah.
He goes, and it's exactly why you have to play zone, because you can't you can't play man when you can't
too
run
much
your
fouls,
tail off.
too many fouls. We had 0 fouls when I looked at the board with about 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and is all that probably true? I mean, I don't know, but
no, we were having a discussion about whether they were missing fouls or not calling fouls.
Yeah.
I said I think they were not calling fouls. He said I think they were missing them. That's the same thing. I said that is most definitely not the same thing.
No, it's
missing
not.
them means you just didn't see them. Not calling them means these teams have 6 players apiece.
Yeah,
the game is at 15 points. There's no reason to call every foul.
That's
the difference.
Coach Bland and I both understand that. We're not going to, harp on the officials too much for that. We both appreciate that because we both understand that, we probably had a lot more fouls than that. But if you foul a girl out in one of these games, it's no fun for them, no fun for us.
They could have fouled 2 or 3 girls out probably, and it would have been tough for everybody involved. But Abby Nelson, I talked about her layup at the beginning of the game, but she seemed to be a little more under control tonight, whether that was the quality of the team she was playing against or whether she didn't go to the baseline and drive herself out of bounds. She didn't run out of bounds on the sideline with the basketball. She stayed middle of the floor a little better. I think she seemed like she improved a little bit tonight too.
Yeah, and we haven't even had a practice since our game on Friday night. So just, we had conversations, you and I have talked outside of this, just talk with her about, you are able to handle the basketball. Be confident in yourself. You are able to shoot the basketball. Stay confident with your shot. Because she had been really struggling to shoot the ball last week, and I think that affected all of her other aspects of her play. Defensively one night she says to me, she goes, why am I not being aggressive tonight? And I looked back at her and said, Abby, why are you not being aggressive tonight? And she goes, I don't know. And, looking back, I'm just thinking, it's just she's lost a little bit of confidence with not making shots. And, tonight, starting the game off with a layup, she couldn't have started better. And, it's exactly how you draw it up, but finally happened.
Well, Orange Fox, Donna is correct. There was only JV games tonight, boys and girls. Tomorrow night is varsity boys and girls.
Yep.
Boys will be at 6 o'clock. Girls will be after that. I'm guessing it will be a rather lengthy senior night in between the two because they've got boys, girls basketball, pep band, and cheerleading.
Yep.
All to go, right?
Yep.
Is that the only 4 they've got?
Yeah, that's the 4 they got. And I think there's only 15 seniors total between all of that.
So it won't
something
be too
like that.
bad.
So it's not like it's been in the past. I remember growing up when the band had 60 kids in it, and there were going to be about 15
or 20 of
just
them.
from the band, and so it was going to be a lengthy night. But we got a lot of kids who do a lot of things now and mix match in there. So.
Well, Andy thinks or Coach Rotifer sorry.
You call me Andy. That's fine. The kids call me Andy too.
Thanks for coming up and talking to us. We do appreciate it. Girls are 2-0 in the last 2 games. Right?
No, we won Thursday night.
Oh, won Thursday and lost Friday.
So
that's
2-1 in the last 3.
2-1 in the last 3. Well, that's okay. You'll take it, right?
Yeah, 100%. They're having a lot of fun.
You were excited to get the goose egg off on Thursday, and now you got the single digit off or the one line off.
Now we got a crooked number.
Yep, a crooked number is always good, isn't it?
Yep, and they're having a lot of fun. We told them, earlier in the year we played a lot of bigger schools that had a lot of returning talent, and when you only got one returning sophomore, it's going to be tough when you play those types of schools.
Well, we appreciate you for coming up and talking to us. Good luck the rest of the year, and you get to set the bench and have a little less
Eat some popcorn tomorrow night.
Yeah. Is that the plan? Sit on the bench and eat popcorn tomorrow night?
Probably. You probably see me down there.
Let Coach Swarz worry about everything else. That's the way to do it. And you always have that pad in your hand keeping
yeah,
stats
I'm
or
keeping
whatever.
the stats and stuff. You know, I'm a numbers guy. That's why I teach math.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Coach. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So that was Coach Andy Rodefer from the BPC JV girls team. They pick up a 32-12. The scoreboards had 32-11. I thought that Lindsay Powell's shot was a 3. I was 99% sure it was, but they apparently only gave her 2 for it. And I'm still upset that Madison Richmond's 2 got taken off the board on a foul. They should have just let her have the basket. That's my theory. Well, I'm going to stick to that. So Kenny Suter's ready to get out of here. I'm ready to get out of here as well. We're back tomorrow night for 2 games. Miles, I didn't wish Miles a happy birthday earlier. Today is Miles' birthday. That's why he's not running the camera tonight. And, well, he doesn't have a license because the driver's license facility place is closed. He has to take a driving test. So, but Miles, happy birthday. We appreciate everything you do for us. Miles will be back running the camera tomorrow night. Kenny and I were discussing what we were going to try to do tomorrow night. We were going to have Greg come help us tomorrow night too, but Greg is now unavailable. So it'll be me and Kenny doing either color and play-by-play or maybe a roaming camera or something. We don't know. We'll see what happens. We've got the ability to do it. We'll just decide if we want to or not. It's all about want to. So thanks for joining us tonight here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Ethan McKim, thanks for checking in there, and hopefully you enjoyed the game as well. You played a good game in the earlier game as well. And we will be back tomorrow night. Boys at 6, girls to follow senior night activities. I want to guess around 8 o'clock or so, 7:45 to 8. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again very soon here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.